Good afternoon, friends around the world. Greetings from Istanbul, Turkey. Today you will hear from 6 Turkish poets and 1 Egyptian poet. Now I'd like to introduce them to you in the order they will read. Betül Dündar is a poet, scholar, and editor. Her poetry books include Mirror Fatigue, Inside Other Worlds, and The Brief History of Forgetting. In 2005, she received 2 of the most prestigious literary awards in Turkey, Rıfat Ilgaz Poetry Award and Zekai Özger Jury Special Award. Mesut Varlık was born in Istanbul in 1980. Since 1997, his poems, interviews, translations, and literary criticism have appeared in numerous magazines. His collection of critical essays, The Events That Take Place in Turkey, was published in 2021. His debut poetry book, Eskidendi, will be published in December 2025. I am Sevda Akyüz, and I'm an academic, translator, and editor living in Istanbul. I translated Gary Snyder and Langston Hughes into Turkish. Ahmet Zekeriya is an Egyptian poet and translator working between Turkish and Arabic. He lives in Istanbul. His first poetry collection received the Mahmud Dervish Poetry Prize. He has published 2 books of poetry, and his poems have been translated into several languages. Melek Deniz Özdemir is a translator living in Istanbul. She works between Arabic and Turkish. She has translated Orhan Kemal, Sabahattin Ali, Latife Tekin, and Orhan Pamuk into Arabic, and Shika Helavi, Abbas Baydun, Asma Azaya into Turkish. Her translations have been published in various literary magazines. Cihan Yurdaün is a poet and lecturer in the Department of Western Languages and Literatures at Boğaziçi University. A graduate of Üsküdar American Academy, he earned his BA in sociology, followed by MA and PhD degrees in English literature from Boğaziçi University. And Pelin Batu is an Istanbul-based actor, writer, and historian. She studied drama and literature at New York University and holds a PhD in Western languages and literature from Boğaziçi University. An active environmental activist, Batu frequently lectures throughout rural Anatolia with various NGOs. And last but not least, our friend Öykü Tekten, who is the original host and organizer of this part of the event, is a poet, editor, translator, and archivist. She is also the co-founder of Pinsapo Press, but unfortunately she won't be with us here today. So we go to our first poet, Betül Dündar, right now.
Betül, you're muted currently. Sevda, can you help me communicate that?
Yeah, Betül, could you please start? Betül, start please.
Her microphone is muted. I just don't know how to say it in Turkish.
Mikrofonu aç Betül. Mikrofonu aç. Hah, tamam. Başla. Sesin gelmiyor. Sesini duyamıyoruz. Betül, sesin gelmiyor.
Hiç mi gelmiyor?
Ha, şimdi geliyor.
Herkese merhaba. Ben Türkiye'den Betül Dündar. Şiirimi okumadan önce birkaç cümlem olacak. Konuşmamı ana dilimde yapacağım ve şiirimi de Türkçe okuyacağım. Filistin halkının soykırıma uğramasının kara gerçekliğini buradan dillendiren ve bu küresel şiddetin karşısında dünyanın farklı coğrafyalarından burada bir araya gelip nefes olan bütün şair kardeşlerimi, dostlarımı ilk önce selamlamak istiyorum. Onlara tek tek sarılıyorum. Aynı zamanda kendi vahşi iktidar karşısında cesaretle Filistin halkının yanında duran İsrailli barışçıları ve yurttaşları da selamlıyorum. Halkların dayanışması ve iyi, onurlu insanların varlığı onların kötülüğünden daha güçlü. Bunu unutmuyoruz ve birbirimizden asla vazgeçmiyoruz. Bu sabah oğullarımla beraber aydınlık bir güne uyandım. Ancak bu kara sabahları görmüyorum ve hissetmiyorum anlamına gelmiyor. O yüzden şiirimi Filistin'de evlatsız kalmış anneler için ve çocuksuz kalmış insanlar için okumak istiyorum. Nihayet zamanın çoğunu yaşamıştı zaman. Hayat sözcüğünde var olan eğimden habersizdik henüz. Düştüğün yerden kalkmanın belirsiz mahcubiyeti, kendine gülmenin, kendine acımtırak gülmenin Bergson'dan beri bir anlamı var. Ve kalkmak, eğer kışlara düşmediysen, kalbinin rüzgarından değilse eğer, başkasının üzerine de yıkılmadıysan, ne güzel şeysin sen. Kalkabilmenin öyküsü daha fenadır düşmekten. Bilirsin gövdenin ağırlığını yalnızlık sözcüğünden. Öyle dik durmanın heybetinden kimse bahsetmesin uzun uzun. Uğultular var, uğultular. Ne diyor bunlar? Bir burkulmalık can taşıdığını hatırlatır bu düşmeler. Ölüm bir çıt sesidir nihayet. Felaketi gördün, bozulan havayı. Dağa baktın yanan ateş. Şehre baktın alev alev. Denizler bir kurtarıcı gibi göründü gözüne. Ama heyhat, su yanıyor, su yanıyor. Deniz yıldızısın sen diyor biri. Kaç kurtar kendini. Karada can kalmadı. Karada insan diye bir şey. Ateşi söndürecek el kalmadı. Ölüm bir kül yığınıdır nihayet. Neden yaşıyorsun bildiğinden emin değilim artık. Bildirimler geliyor, duyguların hep ona göre. Doğru ile yanlış, gerçek ile hakikat. Sen karıştırmadın mı kendini tarihten kaçırarak? Dağ yandı, şehir yandı, bir sen vardın senden içeri. Ama heyhat, korktun tutmaya başkasının elini. Ölüm sana uğramadı şimdilik, öyle mi? Gömdün sevdiklerini, alışkanlıklarını ve eski dünyayı. Buraya geldin, bir sürgünün yaşamı seninki, öyle mi? Birinin sabahı, birinin akşamına karıştı. Birinin ölüsü, diğerinin yanına gömüldü. Sen bakındın, insan ile arandaki mesafe ne kadar? Gökteki yıldızla denizdeki yıldızın ne farkı var? Gökte alev, denizde ateş, su yanıyor, su yanıyor. Annen unuttu seni. Bu hiç yaşamadın demektir nihayet. Hepinize selamlar.
Mesut, you're also muted.
Okay. Hello, everyone. It's truly meaningful to be here with all of you, and thanks to everyone who contributed to making this event possible. Regardless of the specific meaning and value of this gathering, I sincerely hope that it may, in some small way, resonate with the hope we carry in our hearts for Palestine, for Ukraine, for Syria, Afghanistan, for all geographies where war continues endlessly, and in fact, for the entire world. And perhaps, even if just a little, it may contribute to imagining better tomorrows. I would like to read a poem, Yaşlıları Niçin Öldürmeliyiz? Why We Should Kill the Elderly, from my upcoming book, Eskiden Değil, Olden Değil. For the international audiences, perhaps the line "No war, no war, no war," or the line "Show bitti" may resonate more clearly. As you know, when Greta Thunberg and her friends attempt to reach Palestine by sea with the Gaza boats, Netanyahu intervened with military forces and made this statement: "The show is over," means "show bitti" in Turkish. So, I'll go ahead now. Yaşlıları niçin öldürmeliyiz? Bozuldu sırası cümlemizin. Devam ediyorlar öldürmeye, daima affeden tanrılarıyla el ele. Yaşlıları niçin öldürmeliyiz? Anılardan geriye kalmadı bir dünya. Oysa kandık mutlu sonlarına. Kötü şeyler olduktan hep sonra bir son zonklayan bileklerimizde. Yaşlıları niçin öldürmeliyiz? Çünkü hep iyiler çıkarız kartaya. Öyle de güzel öğrettiler bize. No war, no war, no war, değil mi dendi? Uçmuyor işleyen kan zemine. Yaşlıları niçin öldürmeliyiz? Buna anlayış gösterecekler kaderin ve inadın adıyla. Henüz aramızdayken hiç değilse. Madem ölüme alışkın çenelerimiz, diyor yetiştirdiğiniz gençleriniz, kahkaha dağıtabilsin çamurlara, o çocuk çenelere yetişmez bezleriniz. Yaşlıları niçin öldürmeliyiz? Aşina değiliz, kan dökülmemiş bir nesle sayelerinde. Vardık evrenin künhüne, şimdi aşağılara gider yolumuz izninizle. Yaşlıları niçin öldürmeliyiz? Sırayı deniyorlar ya hak, varken yeterince melek halen, bitiyor gibi değil bir şiir, bitecek gibi bu delilik cinayetle. Thank you having me.
Okay, I'm Sevda Akgüz, and I'd like to read you a poem inspired by Matthew Arnold, and then I'll read his poem as well. Armies clash by night. Peace is only ever an interbellum blink, a mere footnote in the battleground. Especially in these parts, armies clash by night. No amorous remedy for that, Master Arnold, when refugee babies are washed ashore, or the indignity of a naked dead body dragged through mud. A desperate person in self-immolation, a tearing cow on her way to slaughter, a mutilated puppy all over the TV news. Shared moments of agony. Is that even a thing? While the majority go on with the mundane, regarding the pain of others. Memory shackles images. Memory conjures what is not here anymore for a potentially indifferent posterity. Memory is a spooky matter, maybe, just maybe, trapped in a wilderness of mirrors, facing inglorious death. They try to compel you to do their will when that stark moment of truth stares at you point blank with a resigned inevitability. Now, as I said, I wrote this poem inspired by Matthew Arnold's famous poem, Dover Beach. Now I'd like to share that with you. The sea is calm tonight. The tide is full. The moon lies fair upon the straits. On the French coast, the light gleams and is gone. The cliffs of England stand, glimmering and vast, out in the tranquil bay. Come to the window, sweet is the night air. Only from the long line of spray where the sea meets the moon-blanched land, listen. You hear the grating roar of pebbles, which the waves draw back and fling at their return up the high strand. Begin and cease, and then again begin, with tremulous cadence slow, and bring the eternal note of sadness in. Sophocles long ago heard it on the Aegean, and it brought into his mind the turbid ebb and flow of human misery. We find also in the sound a thought, hearing it by this distant northern sea. The sea of faith was once too at the full, and round earth's shore lay like the folds of a bright girdle furled. But now I only hear its melancholy, long withdrawing roar, retreating to the breath of the night wind, down the vast edges drear and naked shingles of the world. Love, let us be true to one another. For the world, which seems to lie before us like a land of dreams, so various, so beautiful, so new, hath really neither joy, nor love, nor light, nor certitude, nor peace, nor help for pain. And we are here as on a darkling plain, struggle and ignorant armies clash by night. Thank you for listening.
Ahmad, you can unmute and go ahead and start.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ahmed Zakaria. I am Egyptian poet, but I live in Istanbul. I will read my poem in Arabic. يوميات إلى محمود العناني. هل كانت صدفة أن أبدأ تدوين يومياتي في الذكرى 73 للنكبة؟ في مأزق كهذا كيف أفصل العام عن الخاص؟ لم أجد شيئا لأدونه. بالأمس زارني صديقي وكعادته كان يتجنب الحديث عن المحاصرين الخارجين من الميدان وهم يضعون أيديهم خلف رؤوسهم كالأسرى، ولكن في بلادهم الوقت أضيق من أن نسمي الأشياء بمسمياتها كل يوم، ونحن نخلط العرق بالنبيذ ونشاهد أيامنا وهي تفلت من بين أيدينا كما تفلت الطائرة الورقية من يدي صبي. الوقت أضيق من أن نعلق صورنا على الجدران أو ندون ذكرياتنا عن الخارجين من الميدان وهم يضعون أيديهم خلف رؤوسهم كالأسرى ويبحثون عن بلادهم في بلاد أخرى. لا أحمل جراح غيري، أحمل جراح كل الحروب التي هربت منها. يقول فرناندو بيسوا: لماذا أشعر أنك تقصدني يا فرناندو الوغد؟ لكنني لم أهرب من الحرب ولم أختبئ مثلك في الأسماء المستعارة، ولا أحمل جراح غيري. ثم قل لي يا بسوى، كيف خرجت لي بجملتك هذه على دفتر اليوميات الذي اشتريته من مكتبة صغيرة في شارع جانبي باسطنبول حتى أدون ذكرياتي عن الهرب من الحرب. Thank you very much.
Merhaba. Yıllardır devam eden soykırım ve işgale karşı her zaman Filistin halkının yanında olduğumuzu tekrar belirtmek istiyorum. Filistin halkı, Filistin toprakları özgür olana kadar dayanışmamız devam edecek. Bugün size Filistinli şair Şeyha Hiliva'dan 2 şiir okumak istiyorum. Vatan. Çok küçüktüm. Hiç kimse benimle vatan hakkında konuşmaya çalışmadı. Tam 2 kış boyunca ayakkabımızın üzerine giydirdikleri, gün boyu yolların çamuruna dayanan sağlam bir poşetin vatan olduğunu zannettim. Kış vatandan uzak olmaktı. Sağlam bir ayakkabı ikinci bir vatandı. Çamurun rahmi. Kan bankası tüccarlarından uzak tuttuğum kesilmemiş göbek bağı. Sürgünümün kırışıklıklarını onarıyorum onunla. Saklıyorum, belki bir gün doğuracağım oluşmamış bir cenin için. Abdülhalim'le olan ilişkimi, evin önündeki tahta sediri ve beni ağlatan kelimeleri göbek bağıyla ölçüyorum. Göbek bağı çamurun rahmine çekiyor hala beni. Rahmimi kesip köpeklere atacağım diyor annem. Ne zaman özlemin hücumuna uğrasam, her seferinde yeniden doğmak üzereyken göbek bağını doluyorum boynuma. Teşekkürler.
Hi everyone. I'm so excited, happy, and honored to be part of this solidarity event. And the poem that I'm going to read is actually work that I've been working on. I carved it out of entire manuscript. There were pages about Palestine and Gaza. So I just made this poem just for this occasion. Hopefully the manuscript, the entire book, which is called Black Box Poems, The Middle Beast, will be available later on. So let me begin. It's written in the beat style, beat generation way, but I clipped out and tried to curb the profanity for this occasion. I sing the Middle Beast. Since the old gods abandoned the Middle Beast, post-human prophets cry cringe. No one sings love anymore. No more singing. Children choke on dust, chuckling on pebbles out of rubble. Instead of tasting chocolate, Gaza children convert death to chocolate. We have all relied on African blood chocolate, chocolate chambers, torture chambers, bitterness, pain and pleasure, colonization, the exotic, dreaming of the other, singing silence, the only utterable joy, far, far away in another mental galaxy, a dream locked in a black box. The Palestinian child whispers, "Mom, it is better to die if there is a loaf of bread and chocolate in the afterlife. To die perchance with a toy in hand, quoting Pinocchio in the afterlife, the chocolate knows. As it gets longer with prayer and head banging, knee breaking with God's promises. Through people, many gods sigh. And the man, amen, carries less as salvation is an enormous dog, Cerberus, chained by Colossus. Carve it, write it, whose desire is a pen. Pan is the one doomed, whose body of words is stretched over notebooks and cities, the enslaved black people, Talmud golems, bodies stitched together. We are all cyborgs, cries the post-human prophet. All priests, rabbi, imams sigh together. The due atonement, the guilt, caress me softly, make me music, translate me into sounds that I do not make, but I am the black box. I, the cello box, the symphonic womb of goddesses. I swear the heart knows the beat. When the rabbi backrubs the imam, images crack on the holy waters, and the imam backrubs the rabbi, talking about Abraham. Did it truly mean nothing to you? The evangelist, the imam, and the rabbi looking at one another confused, as all these 99 unwanted dark-skinned children, poems to be recited, tingle in their black boxes, at least 99 beautiful name songs, all fighting each other for a single melody. That won't last, but no difference in the iron of the blood, the carbon and the atom. Post-human prophet sings, but no difference in the sounds when they cry, laugh or shriek. When Christians kill Jews, Jews kill Muslims, Muslims kill Christians. Reverse the order, mix it, ad infinitum. God is a DJ. Ring my bell, the church bell, my pleasure bell a bell, the holy murderous triangles. Who scares death with the petty deaths? Butchers of life, won't you hush? Rinse and repeat, sin, sin, sin, and voila, we're all singing for absolution in our black boxes, for the voice mingle with air and breath and become a wind. Crush the Golgotha, militarism, mitigating pleasure, crush it hard and juicy like the grapes of wrath. but you must keep on singing. I sing America. I too sing America. I sing the Middle Beast. What do you sing? Thank you.
Hello. I want to begin with a quote from the Epic of Gilgamesh. It's towards the end of the epic where our hero has finally matured and started seeing the worth of life. And this is a kind of oath. And I thought it was very touching and guilt-ridden. I shall read this because to be living in comfort, to be witnessing a genocide from the warmth of our homes, holding our children's hands, is painful. So this is what the epic tells us to do. Savor your food. Make each of your days a delight. Bathe and anoint yourself. Wear bright clothes that are sparkling clean. Let music and dancing fill your house. Love the child that holds you by the hand, and give your wife pleasure in your embrace. That is the best way for a man to live. Alas, many can't do that. So my poem was inspired by Rilke's Antitrophes, wherein he writes about the courage of women. So it's for the women of Palestine, of Gaza. Song of the Lonely Woman. I leave no prayers to these torpid waters, whom I shall never name, for I have no land to call my own, and no child to hold by hand. I drink no more of the golden harvest that was once your gaze, so wild a caravan you were, wrought out of promised poisons. Out in the wilderness, I search year after year, the voice that was my own. Each rose is a promise without a garden, each memory a cloak I shall never wear. I grant no bliss like the blessed. I am no bread before the changing. No patience of prophets I bear. No protection of mine can save. But the pomegranate we once broke still burns within our caves. And the stillness we once sought is nearer than your face. To each child dead, we bequeath no oak to sprawl in their place. Ours is a seed so dark it shines, a hot stone for a heart, a scorched sky for stars. From the sleeper flows a new river. Its silt is you, where I shall swim, a weightless cloud, an aimless water, my child, my heart, my beginning, my end. Thank you.
As we close this session of Voices United in Solidarity for Palestine, I want to thank each poet for sharing your heart and truth. Your words remind us that art is resistance, empathy is action, and justice is our shared horizon. To the people of Palestine, we see you, we stand with you. Poetry may not be able to save the world, but it can and should make it just a little bit better. Thank you all for watching.